We're back now with a look at some nutritional wellness trends that are gaining popularity. So here to break them down is Heidi Skolnik, senior nutritionist at the Women's Sports Medicine Center at the Hospital for Special Surgery, and New York Times best-selling co-author of The Whole Body Reset. Heidi, good morning.
Good morning.
So we're going to talk about trends. I've heard it myself. Protein is a big thing. What's going on with that?
Protein remains popular. It is true that protein helps us build muscle, and people are conscious of muscle. Good reason. It's a cornerstone of our health. We need 20 to 30 grams per meal, a little bit less. That's like 4 to 6 ounces, size of a deck of cards, almost double.
Okay.
Right? But you need a little less. If you're smaller, you need a little more if you're bigger, and if you're over 40. But it's not just about muscle. We want to remember that it also helps, protein helps create our neurotransmitters.
Oh,
so it helps us with our mood regulation and focus. So it's important for collagen, it's important for bone health. It does a lot of things in our body. Protein will be, though, center stage, as I said, because everybody on these anti-obesity medications and weight loss medications also need to make sure they're getting an adequate protein. So we're going to see more and more products focusing on protein, making it easier to get in.
Okay, great.
So Heidi, there's a lot of talk about plant-forward protein and moving forward into that, so that you're not always eating necessarily meats or things.
Yeah. So here's the thing about plant. You don't have to be a vegetarian. You don't have to be vegan. We want more plants on our plate. People are really conscientious about the environment. It may be ethical reasons. They all have personal reasons, perhaps, to go forward, but the best is for health. So plant forward, we want to eat from the rainbow, phytochemicals, which are from the sun. So they're in plant-based foods. They help the plants, but they help our cells. So we want a variety. It doesn't just mean the greens. It also means nuts and seeds and whole grains. But if you do want to get your protein from plant-based foods, then you can look to soybeans, which is a complete protein, seitan, which is actually wheat gluten, nut butters, peas, quinoa. Those aren't complete, so you want to stack your proteins to make sure you get enough. Again, we're going to see more and more entrees. Like, it's not just your, broccoli on the side that's overcooked and mushy. We're going to see really great entrees and in fast foods and convenience foods everywhere, and snacking.
And hear a lot about gut health, prebiotics, probiotics, postbiotics. So what's the deal?
So that's right. For good reason, pun intended. It is the core of our well-being. It's involved in every single system in our body. It's connected. And we have heard a lot about probiotics in the past few years. Our gut microbiome needs that. Those are the cultures you take in, like from yogurt or fermented foods like kimchi. But prebiotics are going to take the attention this year. So prebiotics feed those probiotics.
Okay, so it's the food for the probiotics.
For the probiotics, right. And that's like the apple a day is a good adage, because it's the fiber in the apple that feeds that probiotic. And we want to make sure that we're getting a buffet, not just a single item. So instead of, let's say, just almonds, you want mixed nuts. Instead of just a strawberry, you want mixed berries, because the variety is what's really helpful for our gut.
What about fiber?
So fiber is really what it is, right? It's the fiber that's feeding the probiotic. That's what they feed on. It's fiber. And that's why you want variety. And you have to be careful, because now we're going to see products that are going to be pushing these prebiotics. Like there's sodas out there now that are really popular, but there's not enough in it to make a difference. So you have to be like buyer beware.
Is it more important to get it naturally through food as opposed to a supplement?
It's always better, because, like that's nature's package to get you all of these other wonderful vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. So it's always better to get it food first.
Heidi, let's talk booze for a moment here.
Let's talk booze.
Apparently, a lot of folks right now have said, you know what, I want to scale back on the drinking.
Yeah, and it's really, 50. We'll take you out. You're part of that other percentage. But it's actually 65% are from the Gen Z population. This is not about being sober. It's about being sober curious.
Sober curious.
Yes, and that means that they're paying attention. How does it feel when I drink? How does it feel the next day? What about recovery? What about exercise? Can I still socialize and have a good time? Yeah. And because of that, they're coming up with all of these great menus of drinks. Like, it's not just about having a club soda or having like the virgin version of a popular drink. It's like these wonderful, delicious drinks that are full menus at resorts, at bars, at restaurants.
Like mocktails?
Yeah, like mocktails, exactly.
Like with botanicals and things like that?
Well, that's even a whole other, like the functional beverage area. It is. So nootropics, like there's lots of different things that are coming in that space, for sure.
Let's talk about personal wellness and AI. AI, of course, all the rage now. Tell me about some of the trends there that we're seeing.
So this is now way past just tracking your steps, right? This is becoming very sophisticated in-home, from genetic testing, really differentiating based on your age or your stage of life. You know, what is it? Medical, lots of different medical innovations. The thing about it is you got to be careful. You're getting a lot of data. So if you're somebody who likes data and can decipher it, you're going to love this. If you're someone that gets overwhelmed by it, you got to really pick and choose. And also, you really may need somebody to help you interpret it. So you might want to partner with a health professional or allied health professional, help you figure out what it means. From AI, in terms of the nutrition space, it's really great because you can like just put in what you want, and you're going to get recipes. You can get menu planning. You can get your grocery list to really like make life a little bit easier.
Heidi, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.